On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Trajectory.
The curved path followed by an object moving through space.
Examples:
Career trajectory. A trajectory missile. The company has shown an excellent growth trajectory over the years.
Lifespan.
The length of time for which a person, animal lives, or thing exists.
Examples:
Lifespan extension. Lifespan retrieval curve. Generally speaking, men have a shorter lifespan than women.
Trough.
A long, narrow container used for feeding farm animals, a low point or depression between two ridges or peaks, a prolonged period of low economic or emotional activity.
Examples:
The trough in an economic cycle. Trough-shaped valley. The farmers filled the feeding trough with hay for the livestock.
Disillusion.
To disappoint someone or something because you found that something you believed in or hoped for was not as it seemed.
Examples:
Disillusion the young. Disillusion him about reality. She felt disillusioned with the management and decided to leave.
Enlightenment.
Education that results in understanding and the spread of knowledge.
Examples:
Spiritual enlightenment. Enlightenment activity. He finally brought his enlightenment to perfection.
Upturn.
An upward or positive trend or change, typically in a business or economic context, an improvement or recovery from a low or difficult period.
Examples:
Upturn in sales. Temporary upturn. The sudden upturn in the economy brought hope to struggling businesses.
Unify.
To bring or join something together so that they form a single unit.
Examples:
Unify the system. Unify the party. The people believe that they can unify the country.
Presumption.
An idea or belief taken to be true without proof or confirmation, an assumption or hypothesis based on incomplete evidence or understanding, a forward or audacious attitude or behavior that assumes too much authority or familiarity.
Examples:
Presumption against forfeiture. Presumption of guilt. It is a common presumption that doctors know best, but patients should always ask questions and be informed about their healthcare decisions.
Inflection.
A change in the pitch or tone of one's voice, a change in the form of a word to indicate tense, mood, gender, or other grammatical categories.
Examples:
Inflection in voice. Inflection pattern. The linguist studied the inflection of the language's inflection in speech.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
Aft cabin, aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Displace.
To force someone or something to leave their home or place of origin, especially as a result of conflict, natural disaster, or manipulation.
Examples:
Displace workers. Displace the explosive power. The construction of the new dam will displace hundreds of families living downstream.
Commoditize.
To turn something into a commodity, typically by reducing its uniqueness or value and making it widely available.
Examples:
Commoditize technology. Commoditize intellectual property. Amazon's strategy is to commoditize goods and services to win over customers with lower prices.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Reed.
A tall, slender-leaved plant that grows in water. A thin strip of wood or metal that vibrates to produce sound in certain musical instruments such as oboe, clarinet, and saxophone.
Examples:
Reed instrument. A young bud of reed. The reed in the wind instrument needs to be replaced.
Capitalize.
To write a whole letter or the first letter of the alphabet as a capital, to provide a company, etc. with the money, to take the chance to gain advantage from something.
Examples:
Capitalize on an interest. Capitalize the first letter of a word. You must capitalize on your full of opportunities to become a professor.
Cheaply.
In a stingy or inexpensive manner.
Examples:
Cheaply available. Buy stock cheaply. You can live very cheaply in Southeast Asia.
Apex.
The highest point or tip of something.
Examples:
Apex predator. Apex position. The company reached the apex of success in the market.
Apocryphal.
Of doubtful or questionable authenticity, well known, but probably not true.
Examples:
Apocryphal account. Apocryphal text. The story of George Washington and the cherry tree is likely apocryphal, but still taught in schools.
Stampede.
A sudden, frenzied rush or surge of a group of people or animals in a particular direction, a mass panicking movement of a group of animals, especially cattle or a herd of other similar animals.
Examples:
Stampede scare. Crowd stampede. The sudden loud noise caused a stampede among the horses.
Commodify.
To turn something into an object of trade or commerce, particularly a good or service that was previously seen as having value beyond its market value.
Examples:
Commodify user data. Commodify athletes. Many companies try to commodify popular trends to make a profit.
Crossover.
A work or artist that blends elements of different genres, styles, or cultures. A type of vehicle that combines the features of an SUV, sport utility vehicle, and a car. Of music, a work that successfully appeals to multiple audiences.
Examples:
Crossover artist. A crossover between a sedan and an SUV. The crossover between country and pop music is becoming increasingly popular.
Ventral.
Relating to or situated on or toward the belly or underside of an animal or organ, opposite of dorsal.
Examples:
Ventral fin. Ventral hernia. The ventral side of the fish was beautifully colored.
Retrovirus.
A type of RNA virus that uses the enzyme reverse transcriptase to convert its RNA into DNA, which then inserts itself into the host cell's genome, which can cause a variety of diseases in humans and animals, including HIV, human immunodeficiency virus.
Examples:
Retrovirus infection. Feline retrovirus. The patient's condition improved after beginning a retrovirus-targeted treatment regimen.
Elasticity.
The ability of a material to return to its original shape after being stretched or compressed, flexibility, adaptability to change.
Examples:
Elasticity coefficient. Skin elasticity. The elasticity of the rubber band allowed it to stretch without breaking.
Sub-Saharan.
Of or relating to or situated in the area south of the Sahara Desert.
Examples:
Sub-Saharan Africa. Sub-Saharan countries. The coffee producers in sub-Saharan countries are at the sharp end of fluctuations in price.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Regenerative.
Tending to regrow or restore lost or injured tissue.
Examples:
Regenerative medicine. Regenerative therapy. The regenerative properties of stem cells make them a promising area of research.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Deflation.
A decrease in the general price level of goods and services, the act of letting the air out of something.
Examples:
Anti-deflation policies. Deflation of the lung. The economy is experiencing severe deflation.
Scarcity.
The state of being in short supply, a small and inadequate amount.
Examples:
Fuel scarcity. Scarcity of capital. Some research says that a relative decline in teacher salaries is causing labor scarcity.
Implode.
To collapse inward violently or burst inward with a sudden release of energy, to disintegrate or break down suddenly and completely.
Examples:
Implode building. Implode business. The banking industry feared the economy would implode due to risky investments.
Draconian.
Severe or harsh, excessively strict.
Examples:
Draconian austerity. Draconian laws. The government implemented a series of draconian measures to control the spread of the virus.
Outsource.
To contract out or transfer a job, task, or service to an external organization or party, often as a cost-saving measure.
Examples:
Outsource a non-core function. Outsource to India. The company decided to outsource its IT services to a third-party provider.